What's up, guys? Welcome back to a video with your guy Entrepreneur Davis. It's a hot Monday morning and I'm about to go out and do a nice size landscape project with my Mini, and it's gonna go well. The customer already paid his deposit, everything's going smoothly. Right now I'm actually heading over to go get the rocks right now, and it should be a nice job for me. I'm gonna go deliver the rocks today, put a tarp down, deliver them, drop them off 5 yards, and then tomorrow or the next day I'll come back and with my Mini and go install them in the area that needs to be installed. He wants the rocks put to his backyard, all the way into like this nice brush area that he has with some nice palm trees and everything like that. So I'm gonna be building in, I'm putting in a plastic edge, plus putting in some nice brown river rock for him, and it's gonna be amazing. So stay tuned here with me. I'm going to get the rocks right now, and let's get it done. All right, so I'm over here at the yard right now. So the rock the customer is getting is actually this rock right here, but it's just a smaller variation. This is the largest variation of it. Well, not the smallest, but it's a smaller variation. It's the medium size right here. So he's getting this. That's what he ordered. And yeah. So I'm just sending him a video right now. I just sent him a video to show him what it looks like. So he's confirming that that's the size he wants and that's the color he wants and everything of that nature. And I'll go ahead and proceed to purchase it. But yeah. All right, so it cost me $1,011. So I'm about to get loaded up right now. I don't know why I couldn't say that at first, but 5 yards. Let's do it. All right, so I'm loaded down with the large brown river rock. This guy's loading me up. Let me get out of here. Let's get out of here, guys. All right, guys, so I decided to get some diesel, but the customer's 41 minutes away. I'm still charging like as if I'm just only delivering, but I'm also just charging them to install the rock and to bring my machine out and everything of that nature. So I want you guys to understand, if you're doing this and you have to do an install for somebody, still charge them as if you're just delivering. Charge them the full amount. I wouldn't suggest giving any discounts unless they're a repeat customer, but that's just what I wanted to tell you guys real quick. But I'm gonna sit here and get this diesel. So we're in the customer's neighborhood right now, and he lives in a beautiful neighborhood. So it's all starting to line up on the reason why he was all right paying what he was paying, because he did pay a significant amount for me to do this for him for a very simple job. It's really not even all that hard. I put rocks inside of an area where there's trees and garden bed, and put a plastic edging around it, and that's simply all it is. And I'm charging them, charging them the going rate. I'm not overcharging them, but a lot of times here in Florida, people would like to try to kind of negotiate with you. They don't want to pay the price you ask. A lot of times I just turn them down. I'm just like, hey, I can't do it. If you can't do it for my price, and that's just too bad. But this guy, he's cool with anything. They actually, when I got to the yard, they raised the price by $30 per yard, and he was all right with it. He didn't have no issue. So these type of customers, you got to keep them around. But we're almost there. We'll be there in 4 minutes. I laid out this giant tarp that I had from when I had my boat. I don't have my boat anymore, so the tarp is free game. But here goes the 5 yards of river rock, large river rock. We're gonna go ahead and dump it off from the tarp. And then what I'll do is, depending on how far it reaches, I'll fold the tarp over top of it so it doesn't cover more grass than it has to. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's speed this up a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna pull forward, and all the rest of the rock should come off. And then I know the tarp is entirely too big, but like I said, I'll fold it on top of the rocks. And yeah, let's do it. Cool. Let's see how we're looking. Spread way farther than I thought it would, but we still got a lot of tarp to fold over it. Get all that cleaned out. What is this? Ooh, some type of tool. I don't know what it is. Ooh, I got some Rock 57 in there by accident. No big deal, I'll put that at the bottom. But yeah, let me put this down. All right, so the rocks are under here, as you guys already know. Covered them up just because the tarp is so long. Might as well. It doesn't, like, I'm not trying to protect the rocks. The rocks are gonna be fine. If anything, if it rains on top of them, that would be beneficial. But how it'll work is, once I come and do the rock installation, I use the mini, go through this gate, which you can easily fit through. And then, oh, excuse me.
You're all right.
Sorry about that. Then I have to go back this way, all the way to his backyard. Oh, he's a beautiful, beautiful pool. But all the way back through this way. And there should be a gate. He showed me a video somewhere around here. It's a lot of travel. I mean, I'm not worried about it because the mini's doing all the work, but it's just the fact that, you know, when you're driving with a skid steer or something like that, you tend to lose some rocks when you're traveling. It's kind of far. But yeah, we're going back here through this gate. Put that up. And back over here, this is where I'm doing it at. That's where I'm putting the rocks at. So before I go ahead and install any of the rocks, I asked him if he wanted to do garden lining, bed lining. He said no. But what we're going to be doing is putting the rocks in here. But before I do that, we whack all these weeds down, get it all nice and clean. And then from that corner over there, going all the way around, we're going to put the garden lining. We're going to do that last though. So obviously I can get in there with the machine. But it goes all the way over to this side, as you guys see. And I'm going to clean all this stuff up with the weed whacker, and we whack it all down. And I'll pull these weeds so it can look nice and clean once it's all said and done. So, you know, it's a kind of a luxury project because realistically, this is not even a part of, well, this is part of his land, but it's not even a part of his house. Like you can see over there, that's the house. And this is just, you know, his extra yard and back in the woodsy area, I guess. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing on this one. But as you can see, this client does, you know, has a little bit of money, you know. So that's why he was all right with paying what I charged him. But yeah, let's get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow or the next day with the mini skid and we'll start installing it. All right, guys, as you've seen there, I just went ahead and picked up a mini skid rental. The guy said he actually watched my YouTube channel, which is pretty cool. So if you're watching this right now, I appreciate you. And I'm gonna take good care of your machine. But I ended up renting because my mini skid is not completely fixed yet, and it needs a little bit of tweaks and, you know, the last little tedious little details. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, then I'll be able to get it to be used. But it did start up today, and it was moving under its own power this morning. I just didn't have enough time to get it done before I got to this job. So I'm gonna rent this one just so I don't got a wheelbarrow, and I'm gonna get this knocked out, and then I'm gonna go return this one and finish working on my mini skid. But yeah, let's get it done. All right, guys, so I'm over here at the job site. What I'm gonna start off by doing is weed whacking all in between here, getting all these weeds all out of here. Only thing he's keeping is these big plants, as you can see, these 4 big ones. And obviously the palm trees, of course. So everything else has to be weed whacked all in and out of it. Put you guys on a time lapse, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it done. But the customer actually did he took out one of his fence panels, so I can easily drive right through there and bring the rocks to back here, which is great. So let's go ahead and get this started and get this done so we can move on to the actual rock moving part. Guys, so I got it all pretty much cleaned out in here, all weed back down nice and low. He said that he doesn't want to actually remove the grass, he just wants to weed whack it down because he'll just throw weed killer in there. I did offer it to him, but he said that he'll just put weed killer, which is fine. I just said be careful around these plants because you could kill it if you put too much weed killer next to these plants. But yeah, I think it's almost ready for it to have some rocks installed on top of it. I'm gonna call him to make sure if he wants me to do it, put it around on top of this mulch. But yeah, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit better too. That doesn't look that great. But yeah. right, guys, so I'm gonna sit you guys up in the back here because I don't think you guys want to see me scooping rocks. All right, guys, so I'm getting it done. This machine is very slow. Oh, I thought my mini was slow, but this one really is slow. And it does tear up a little bit when when the ground is soft, like over here is very soft. Over there is doing great. It's not turning, making any ruts in his grass. It's just over here. It's because I had to turn around over here as well. So, but you know, you've seen in the time lapse. It took very long to get this many buckets. And the bucket's very undersized as well. I mean, I'm not trying to rag on this guy's machine, but I mean, I'm just trying to get my personal opinion on these Chinese machines overall. You know, this obviously, if you don't have a machine, you have this is still a great machine. But comparative to what I have, my mini and my full size skid, it is very interesting machine. Like it doesn't really compare. You know, my mini was made in Canadian. It's made in Canada, and obviously my other big machine is a cat, so. Obviously, this can't compare to it. It's doing its job, though. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not doing its job. It just takes a little bit longer because, you know, it's just a slower machine. Like, the pump must not be very strong. So, at full throttle and full forward gas, it's just slow. It's just really slow. So, and all this right here, I was thinking about grading it with the machine, but I decided I'm just going to go ahead and rake it. So, I'm going to give it a better overall look to it, and it won't tear it up. And also, I don't got a good handle on how this machine works. I mean, I'm running it and it's working, but you know, it has different controls than my machine. My machine has 4 individual controls for each thing. This one has 2 handles, so you got 2 controls on each handle, which makes it slightly harder because sometimes when you're trying to lift the bucket, it may go forward, or if you're trying to tilt the bucket, it may go forward or backward or whatever you're trying to do. So that is an issue, but it's all right. It's okay. I can deal with it. But yeah, I'm just trying to see how far this could go. These rocks right here. I'm gonna need another dump right here. I just don't want it to fall off the cliff because then we're losing rocks to the brush down there. But I'm gonna get back to it. I think I came up with a plan that's a little bit more efficient. What I'm gonna do is, since this machine is very slow and it's taking me a long time to get just this little bit done, I'm gonna get my wheelbarrow out because I brought that just in case as a backup. I'm gonna fill the wheelbarrow up with the machine, stay on the tarp so it doesn't tear any grass up, and then I'm gonna wheelbarrow it down. Because honestly, I really do think the wheelbarrow is more efficient than this thing. I really do. I'm not trying to rag the machine. It just, compared to what I ran in the past, the TX1000, my ramrod, my cat, my old Kubota, my dad's old cat, his new cat, you know, all the machines that I ran in the KX040, it really is an inefficient machine. Like, if you're a homeowner, it probably works great, but for somebody like me that's a contractor, it slows down the process because I know how fast I can get it done, even with just a wheelbarrow, much faster and way more efficient. Like, getting over on this side, I'm not going to be able to get over here with this machine. It's too jumpy. I wouldn't trust it, you know. So, what that leads me to do is wheelbarrow it over here and have to dump it and control it. I mean, it's gonna be hard anyways, wheelbarrow, because the rock might fall down the hill there. But I'm gonna get as close as possible without losing rocks, and that's just gonna be the way I'm gonna do it. I just came up with the idea right now as I was doing it, and I was like, this just can't be it. It can't be. It's gonna take too long. And the best part about this is, coming this way, when I have the wheelbarrow loaded up, I'm going downhill. So that's my plan. That's what I'm gonna do. So this is my plan. Scoop it up, put it in the wheelbarrow down, back up with the wheelbarrow. Yep. Alright, so won't be doing that anymore. This thing is not even efficient to load up a wheelbarrow. I mean, the bucket's a little bit wider than the wheelbarrow. So I tried to load it up. The bucket wheelbarrow tipped over. Most of the rocks fell out anyway, so I'm just gonna go back to going slow way, this thing, because I'm just spreading the rocks out. And it's gonna be impossible to get them up like that. So even though I don't want to, That's what I'm about to do. This thing can't load the bucket up, and I don't feel like shoveling. It's too much work. All right, so take a little break. This thing fatigues you with all the shaking it does and everything. But it's getting it done, I guess, but it's slow as molasses. So you guys seeing how slow this thing is, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It is very slow, but I'm not gonna sit here and keep complaining. I'm just gonna knock out, get it done. So I'm gonna get the rest of this rocks up, put it back there, spread it around, clean up that stuff over there, and in the process try not to rip as much grass up as possible. But as you can see, even though it's a light machine, it's still doing its fair share of grass tearing. But I'll put you guys on the time lapse. You guys are gonna sit here and watch me eat away at this pile. All right, guys, so this is where we're at so far. Working my way down this way. We only don't have that many rocks left, but we don't have that much more to go. I'm thinking I only go up to the back of this tree right here. I want to go back here, but I want to go here first, and if we have enough, I'll go all the way back here. And that's how we'll do it. And we'll just obviously fill all this in, going to all the way over here and all this. I think it's coming out really good. I think we might just have enough. We're either gonna have just enough or just not enough rocks. But I based it off of what the customer measured. So, I mean, we don't have more than, you know, that's what he told me. And then he'll just have to pay for more rocks to be delivered, and he'll have to pay me to come install them, or yeah, whatever. Maybe he'll do it. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Pretty darn good. And then at the end, once I get all the rocks installed, I have the plastic edging, really simple. Just gonna go all the way around it. It's about 90 feet, I think he said, and I got 100 feet of plastic edging just to be on the safe side. But we should be good with that. Perfect. The machine is definitely inefficient, but hey, it's working. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work. It's definitely still a skid steer. If you don't have anything else, and this is what you have to work with, run that thing, man. That's what I would say. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's slower than what you would get if you get a higher name brand. But I understand some people buy the cheaper machines because that's what they can afford, and that's the stage in their business they're at. So if that's what you can afford, and it's better than wheelbarrowing, then I would suggest, yeah, go and get it. But comparing it to the bigger name brands, there's no comparison at all. This thing is just not as efficient, not even close, not even the slightest bit close. So yeah, that's just my opinion as of right now with it. I haven't had to put any gas in it yet. When I got the rental, he didn't give me any gas can, which is all right. I have to. I'll go up to the store and buy like a little 5-gallon, because the tank is really small, but it's really efficient on gas, I guess, because I've been running for hours right now, and I can't really tell where the gas is at, but you know, it hasn't died yet, so that's a good sign. It's definitely efficient, fuel efficient. But yeah, let me get back to it. I'm gonna set you guys up on a tripod somewhere around here so you guys can see what's going on, and yeah, we'll finish this up. All right, guys, I'm just trying to sit in the shade The sun is really beaming right now. It's really hot, taking a little break. Only got a little bit left to go, just that little corner. And just like the final details and whatnot, then I'm gonna throw in the plastic edging, which is gonna be super easy and simple because it's held in with stakes, which is really easy. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just sitting down for a second. It's just hot. Whew. Today's definitely a hot one. I wish I was in a pool, but it's all right. All right, we ran out of gas. No big deal. I might even just well bill the rest of it so I don't gotta go get gas right now. I'll get gas after come back and pick the machine back up. Yeah, but it ran out of gas. Well, it didn't completely run out of gas. Still got a little juice, but it was, you know, sputtering, so I turned it off and stopped it right there. But gotta go pretty much up to here. I don't know if we'll have enough. I actually don't know. It's really cutting it close. I'll show you guys when we get back up there. I'm gonna first spread this and then go up there and show you how much we have left. Yeah, we got about maybe a yard left. This over here is gonna be annoying to get up, but it's all right. Maybe I can use a tarp to kind of push it all together and then shovel it or scoop it with the bucket. Right now, I think I'm just gonna get my shovel out and try to do it with the wheelbarrow because it's more of like the more tedious spots. I mean, I know I didn't finish all the way out to the end, but you know, it'll be all right. Just gotta get my shovel. All right, guys, I figured I might as well go ahead and take a break. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over to O'Reilly's and just go grab some True Fuel. I know it's expensive, but it's really good for the machines. It really cleans out your carburetors on the machine, so it'll help out him because he's another small, like I said, he's another small business owner. So, you know, it helps him out. I don't gotta wait for him to bring a gas can because he's like 40-50 minutes away, and my wife is 40 or 50 minutes away with another gas can at my house. You know, I didn't bring my gas can because usually rentals, they usually do give you a gas can, but you know, I can't fault them. He's a small business. I should have been prepared. And after I picked up the machine, I actually went back home to get my weed whacker because I had forgot it, but I just forgot to grab my gas can. I wasn't even thinking like that. So grab this True Fuel, throw it in there, and then yeah, I was going to use the machine again. And plus I needed a break anyway. It's 95 degrees out here. It's super duper hot. It may not seem like it, but I'm actually really exhausted. Like super duper exhausted. But yeah. All right, we got it. We actually got two of these. They only had the small little one. But we're gonna get the rest of this up. And yeah. But I'm gonna get the machine going. Do it with the machine, and then after that's all said and done, I gotta do like the little tedious stuff, picking all these rocks that fell on the grass you can see here. And putting in the plastic edging. That'd be quick. Because you just unroll it and put the stakes in. That's what holds it kind of in there. But yeah, let me put some fuel in this bad boy. There he blows. Perfect. Hey guys, I'm doing the tedious work of getting all these rocks out of the grass. The big one, that big pile, I can shovel with the shovel. That's what I was doing, scraping the top and, you know, picking up with the flathead shovel. But when it's embedded in the grass like this and it's hidden, kind of got to get in there, or what's going to happen is if I leave these big rocks like this in there, or a hidden one in there, a lawnmower could run it over and fling it into the window and break a window or kill somebody potentially. So, you know, I'm just doing the extra mile to make sure that kind of doesn't happen. I mean, I can't get all of them, of course. I can't see all of them. The grass is long because he couldn't cut his grass right here. It was under the tarp. But you know, I'm doing the best I can. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. Put my best foot forward. But look at this. Stuff like this is all hidden under here. Look at that. Can't even see it barely. It's in there. Stuff like down here. Look at that. Oh, look at that. 3 little tiny ones. Oh, here we go. Gosh. All right, so I'll get back with you guys. I'm gonna keep working at this. I gotta do all over there. And I got back behind me, thankfully, but I got a ways to go. All right, guys, so this is the finished product. This is what it looks like at the end. The plastic edging, the rocks everywhere, all in there, and everything is finished up. Looks pretty darn good. The customer was very happy with it, and it was a very tedious and long day, I'll tell you guys that much. But it was worth it. I really liked the job. I like the customer. He's a good guy, and he actually wants me to do some more work. He wants me to clear that brush over there, trim these 3 palm trees, and clear this underbrush right here. And I can easily do this. I've been doing that for years, so this is right up my alley. This one's gonna be a little annoying, but it's gonna be all right. because those little raspy vines in there, but they'll be easily cut through with the chainsaw. But yeah, this is it. I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. I'm completely exhausted at this point, but I did everything correctly. Got all the rocks up. The only thing that I couldn't clean up was this, but it didn't really tear up the grass. I just laid it down. Ooh. Nice. Just threw a rock right in there perfectly with my left hand. I'm right-handed, but I couldn't get this up. Obviously, it's gonna pop back up though. Some areas did get a little more torn up, but there wasn't much I could do. Let me show you where I cleaned up all the rocks. Every little tiny bit I was in there using my hands like a rake. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Do the job correctly. As you can see, this is where the rocks were at before. Yeah, the grass got messed up a little tiny bit, but it's not terrible. I was really mindful about it when I was doing it. So I was doing 4-point turns right here, as you can see. And I was coming straight to the pile. You guys already seen it, but everything's cleaned up. I'm gonna load my ramps up, strap down the machine, and I'm gonna head home. And I'll probably maybe return it to the machine tomorrow. I'm a little tired to go return it today. I don't know, we'll see when I get in the car. The AC always kind of gives me my second burst of energy, but yeah. All right, guys, so that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's job. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the numbers when we get back over to the house after I take a shower and kind of get settled in. Whew. You gotta love customers like that pay and they appreciate the work you do, because that was a lot of work. And I think it was like 96, 97 degrees today. It was very hot. But I'll catch up with you guys when I get home. All right, guys, so I'm finally saying goodbye to this gooseneck trailer. It was sitting for too long. I didn't do nothing with it. So I threw the tires back on there, and I'm gonna sell it for how much I paid for it. It wasn't for no profit. I just wanted to get a different trailer, honestly. I don't feel like trying to change these hubs and axles, and I just don't feel like the trailer's stout enough. I think it would have worked, but it's not the aesthetic that I'm looking for my business. I'm looking for a more professional look. These ramps are kind of clutch, but it is what it is. He's giving me all the money back that I paid for, so he's gonna get the whole trailer that I got. And yeah, you should take it home with him. No issues, no problems. Straightforward, easy transaction. He already gave me $400. He just had to go get a gooseball neck hitch. So that's what he wanted to go do, and he's gonna haul this thing off. I'll put it right here in the front for him, and yeah, say peace to this one. $900. So just pretty much get my money back. But yeah. All right, so he's towing it like that because he didn't have his gooseneck set up. The back axle was up in the air, but he's gonna get it back real slow. Can at least tow it. Yeah. All right, guys, so that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's video. As you guys seen, I did go ahead and sell that gooseneck. It just wasn't serving me any purpose, but I'm gonna go ahead and go over the numbers. So for the total job of me going ahead and delivering the rocks, delivering it, installing it, getting the plastic edging and everything like that, it costed the customer $2,775 for me to do the whole entire job of just installing rocks and delivering them. And probably came home with a profit margin of about $1,400. I spent $1,000 on the rocks themselves, $1,011. I charged him $1,375 for those. I spent $150 on the plastic edging, and I charged him $250 for that. Yeah. Also had to go ahead and pay for the mini skid, of course, of $200, and you know, maybe a few little miscellaneous like the fuel and everything of that nature. The true fuel I had to pick up, and you know, my diesel obviously getting to and from the job site and picking up the rocks. So let's say it's about $1,400. I don't have the exact math. I'll probably put a number up here on the screen so you guys know exactly what the number was, but it's a pretty handsome profit. Of course, that's included with the first day of me delivering the rocks, and then the second day of me installing it. If my mini skid was up, I could have did it all in one day. Honestly, if I delivered the rocks in the morning and I started installing it right after that with my mini, then I could have got it done in all one day. But I decided to do this way because in this certain situation that I'm in, I decided to do like this. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, show you guys some love, leave a comment down below on what you think about this type of content, and of course don't forget to get in your Bible, repent your sins, and turn your life to Jesus Christ, because that's the only thing in life that truly matters. All these things I do on my channel, me running my business, me buying stuff and flipping and fixing it up, it's all great and all, but Jesus Christ comes first. So put him first in everything you do in your life, and he'll give you a life full of abundance, and you will be fulfilled in your life. You'll fill that void that you're looking for in your life, because I know a lot of people have that same feeling when they're looking for something to fill that emptiness that we all have as human beings. And that's where Jesus Christ will come in. That's where God comes in, and he fills that void, and you feel fulfilled. So that's how I feel. I want everybody to know that, and that's why I always say it on each and every one of these videos. But of course, read that Bible, build a relationship with God, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are watching this far and staying along with me. But I'll catch you in the next one.